Hello and welcome to the Veggie Kitchen, veggiekitchen.org. I'm your host Ed and we're coming to you from Orange County, California. Today for the holidays I'm going to make a tofu mushroom dressing. I'm starting with 1 bar of Earth Balance margarine. I want to get my potatoes to start sauteing. They need to cook first. So 1 bar of Earth Balance and 1 medium potato diced. I'm going to get this going and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. It's going to be a tofu mushroom dressing at veggiekitchen.org. Welcome back to the Veggie Kitchen, veggiekitchen.org. Tonight I am making a tofu mushroom dressing. I've started sauteing one potato in a bar of Earth Balance margarine. This is a vegan recipe and it's a delicious recipe. I'm going to use 1 box of Mrs. Cubison's stuffing. This is 2 6-ounce packs. And then I'm going to start soaking it in some veggie broth. I'm using 1 3/4 cups of vegetable broth, and to that I'm going to add, I got about a 1/2 cup here of diced walnuts. I'm just going to let this soak up while we're doing the rest of the veggies. I'm sauteing up a whole variety of vegetables tonight because I want this to be it'll be almost like a full course meal. Thanksgiving's a hard time for vegetarians sometimes. You go to someone's house, there's not really nothing for you to eat. So I know I've experienced that myself. I've been a vegetarian for over 30 years. So you can always make something like this and bring it. Be proactive and bring a preparation. Okay, potatoes are great. I'm adding to this a 1/2 pound of extra firm tofu and about a 1/2 pound of white mushrooms. I put the potatoes in first because they take a little longer to cook. Now, it's great. Oh, I also have 1 apple. 1 small Gale apple diced up, and traditionally in dressings they have onions and celery. So I've got a cup of both. I'm using green onions, 1 whole bunch. For the celery it took 3 stalks to make a cup, and I also have 1 cup of mixed frozen vegetables. I thawed the vegetables. Actually, I just ran the frozen vegetables under cold water just to get the ice off. That's all I wanted to do. Look at all this. All this is going to go into here. This is going to make an entire casserole pan full. For the flavoring, I'm using a poultry seasoning. You can buy this in any supermarket. It's a poultry seasoning that has sage and marjoram, a few other herbs. I'm doing this so it gives the tofu and the mushroom the right kind of flavor. When I was growing up and I ate dressing, my mom's dressing always had the onion and the celery and the walnuts. And of course it had turkey parts in it, but I am substituting that out with the mushroom and the tofu. So you can go out and buy whatever ingredients you're happy with that you remember from your childhood, and you can just make the same thing. I'm using Mrs. Cubison's, like I said. It's not organic or natural in any way, but it's delicious and it is vegetarian. That's the whole point here. Okay. So sometimes it is awkward being vegetarian, going to someone's home. Maybe you're invited to someone's home and you're not sure what you're going to eat. So this is a great prep to bring. being proactive, you'll make sure you have something to eat yourself. And you can make enough to share. A little salt and pepper to taste. It's going to take about 4 or 5 minutes for these vegetables to saute up. So what I think we'll do is we'll cover them up, let them cook for a little bit, and we'll be right back, okay? So I've added the sauteed vegetables to the dressing, mixed it up, and I'm ready to put it into a greased baking dish. Look at this, looks great, doesn't that? Nice color. The peas, carrots, the corn. And then this is going to go into an oven at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. This is enough for a full casserole dish. I'm using a half-size casserole dish, so I'll have a little bit left over. This is a really simple recipe, delicious recipe. It's one of my kids' favorite. Okay, just a little bit more, and it's ready to go into the oven. Okay, good enough. Lid. The oven's been heating up at 350. We'll come back and check on this in 30 minutes. Tofu mushroom dressing, veggiekitchen.org. Be right back. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes. I'm going to check on the dressing. I wanted to let you know, if you don't have a casserole dish with a glass top on it like I do, you could you could use tin foil and cover your casserole like that. And then in the last 10 minutes or so, if you want a little more crunchy on top, you can take off the tin foil and let it brown up. Look at this, perfectly done. That's the way I like mine. Not too mushy. So for Thanksgiving, be daring to try to make up a dish. And if you're invited to someone's home, bring your own dish. Bring it and you can eat some, you can share some, and that's what it's about. By the way, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. And all you who write in, thanks again. Share with your friends, veggiekitchen.org, and have a nice Thanksgiving. We'll see you soon. Yeah, you guys, looks good. Get some out here for us.